The Mermalair, secret fortress of the wrinkly superheroes Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Having fun at their doctor's appointments. Welcome back to Rehydrated. There's probably a Barnacle Boy inside that computer.
I'm happy to see you, and not just the kind of happy you feel in the front of your knees, but the kind of happy you feel in the back of your elbow. Oh, you'll never believe what's been happening.
Yeah, I've already been briefed by the geriatric duo. Those two old coots sent me in to get updated with the Mermalair computer.
How?
But since you're here now, I'll let you do it. It's right over there. Oh, look at this place. I mean, please. Would it kill them to lay down a few throw rugs? And all this wasted space? How did those two old fogies make all this?
Oh, that's easy. In episode 27, the Mermalair is invaded by the digging monsters of Bermuda, and they...
Never mind.
I do try to make an effort with timing the transitions of dialogue correctly. There are occasions where where characters cut each other off. I try to always respect that. I guess Squidward being here is kind of random, as is Mr. Krabs, I guess, but whatever.
How do I get out of
He
here?
goes, oh yes, this cutscene!
Well, that depends. Do you want the booby-trapped or the non-booby-trapped exit?
Non-booby-trapped, please.
Then go that way.
I love Spongebob's perfectly straight face among that.
Or maybe it was that way.
I always love that scene.
Spongebob.
Well, that depends.
Non-booby-trapped.
Then go that way.
I feel like that scene only played once in the original. Whatever. And if they made me able to listen to it more, then all the better. That may or may not have been the case. Ah, it seems even worse hit than in the original. It was always weird to me that there was that little Patrick teeter-totter over there, though. Because I always had a hard time getting Patrick over there. I think you just have to use the box. But it just brings you back to the center here. It's purely for the sake of saving Patrick, if need be. Oh man, it is weird running through here normally now, considering my last experience with this place was way back in the Spongebob only playthrough. I'll actually talk to him as Spongebob first.
You're my hero.
Hey, you're yellow. When did that happen?
I feel like the intention is that you talk to him as Patrick first, and then he gets confused when Spongebob comes around and says, "Hey Patrick, you're yellow." Something of that sort. Anyways. Oh, Patrick seemed not to have pupils for a second there.
I got a job for somebody who can throw things.
Leave it to us. I'm great at throwing things.
Who's us?
All you have to do is pick up a throw fruit and throw it into each of those funnel machines.
I noticed those platforms, I think, are they bigger? I don't think so.
Throw the throw fruit?
No, throw the throw fruit.
Throw the tofu.
You might want to be quick about it. I tend to explode. I mean, they tend to explode.
Okay. So the physics of us are really worried about what this part's gonna be like here. We'll see.
Woo! Up we go!
That's interesting. This only starts when you're... Beautiful. Goodbye, Melon. Reminds me of Gary's mod. Just melons rolling around everywhere. That's interesting. They made it start. I don't think that started originally when you walked on there. I think you had to just wait for the pattern to reach its beginning. I think. You used to be able to walk around or walk through that vegetation.
Oh!
Wow. I like little levers on here and whatnot now too. Cool. Run away, Patrick. Now I'm just thinking of things people have done with Melons and Gary's mod. Good throw. And there are two videos I have in mind. There's one called The Running of the Melons. That was always one. That's one of those videos from like 12 years ago now that I still remember. I'll still every now and then watch too. I feel like it used to be the extra had to throw the melon across. The process instead of walking across. So I guess that's how I fixed that. I make it possible to walk across. But there's Running of the Melons, which is just like literally 100 or so melons rolling down a hill, which is awesome. And the camera's tumbling down with them, which is beautiful. It's a sight to see.
You did it! Now
It's weird how it doesn't
I can
automatically
get
prompt him
some
to talk to
sleep.
you if you've done this. You hit the buttons. And you didn't even do the spatula up here.
Man, Ray.
Oh, he actually is all like aggressive with attack. That's nice. And yes, not to fix the bridge, to activate a Patrick teeter-totter precisely. But there is another one I always had a hard time finding. I found it again recently. I don't know what it was called. It was something like the Gmod Melon Factory or something like that.
That guy.
You're looking the wrong way, Patrick.
I'm gonna need a lot more power to activate the hydroacoustic Doppler modulator. Do you think you can handle this?
I could see Squidward's house from up here.
You're
But he's not
underground.
wearing any pants.
You see
Oh wait,
Squidward,
he
you
never
mean?
wears pants.
Now listen up.
He
There are
wears
8
like
cylinders over
if you
there.
combine you and Squidward, you have one complete outfit.
If you throw something at the cylinders, it'll turn around to the power side. Turn all 8 cylinders around to the power side and I'll give you a reward.
Sorry, what was that? I was watching Squidward.
Just start turning those cylinders.
It would be funny actually if she was looking the other way when he said he was watching Squidward. So I noticed they changed the reset button to look like a normal button now. I always liked the reset button look different. Oh well. Button! Although the special the security buttons aren't differently shaped now. That made them distinguished, but I guess they're at least like surrounded in green.
You need to throw something at a cylinder to spin it around.
Capital C cylinder. But that was my first exposure to Gary Jules' cover of Mad World. No! Hey, what happened to that only being pressable by hand? The melon hit instead. That's gonna be an issue. Messed up, I miscounted. The number of towers are in here. No! Duh. Is that helpful? What did I just now do? Well, what that did was nothing, actually. What I thought I was trying to do was this. Was that what I was trying to do? Darn it! I had the solution for this.
You gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
All fine and dandy back in the day. I have 4 turned. I need to have 3 unturned. Now I can just move the turn and unturned ones around. How many unturned do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well now I'm literally just one step out from the reset. I thought it was basically, oops, nothing that I want to hit though. I thought it was basically just that you had to... You want the inverse of this, of what I have right now. You want to have just one activated, I thought. The throwing
Big shiny button.
is messing me up too. I thought what you wanted to do was do something like this. Where you would activate a couple and then kind of slide it around like this. Okay, yeah, so now what we do is we have this one here now. So now what we can do is this. So your main objective is basically just to get to where you have only one of them turned to the power side. And then after that you can just... Did they change the number of towers or something? No, you need to have 2 to the power side is what it is, isn't it? I think I misremembered the precise strategy here, because I think I misremembered the number of towers there are or something like that. So what I'll do now... So I guess I have to have 2 unturned, or 2 turned. That's not helpful. Well, yeah, that is. That's exactly what I want. If you have 1 turn, then you can turn that into 2 turned. If you have 2 turned, you can turn that into all of them turned. Yeah, I mixed up some details in my head. So you do want to have only 1 turned, and then that turns into having 2 turned. I just kind of skipped the only 2 turned step. Kind of embarrassing that I forgot how to do that. But at the very least, you know, where are you looking, dude? You watching Squidward?
Ah, well done.
It's way better than when I was
Now
younger and
power.
took absolutely forever to figure this out.
What do you need all that power for?
Why, my foot bath, of course. Here, have a golden spatula.
Sound more like music to me, but okay.
Now, how to get some bath salts?
I'd buy some.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Next episode, let's play Rehydrated. Oh, your nose is slightly less shiny today, Barnacle Boy. Well, we'll talk to the Barnacle Boy inside the computer, though. And go down the slide. Everyone.